me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Spooky. Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show on the internet for you by us, Bro Talk. We're always on the mark. It's your main man, Jason. Happy Halloween in the director's seat as usual. Let's kick it to my bro Dex. What up?
Dexter stuck in here. Super excited to be here. Jason, look at us, got in the same outfit.
You want to be me so bad. You dressing up as me for Halloween?
Yes, the only thing I'm good at. This guys, they gave us they didn't even allow us to do Halloween costumes this year on the show Bro Talk Live. Like usually I feel like I fight to do Halloween costumes, and like something happened where they were talking in the group text without me.
Yeah,
and
something happened.
Because I don't remember agreeing to not wearing a Halloween costume.
Oh, you didn't respond fast enough. You just let it sit there until.
Well, excuse me for finally having a real job. Like I can't respond to my text messages really quickly anymore.
They sent us decided for everybody before we started.
I like that house, Ty. New house. Who this?
Oh, thank you.
Is that your costume? Your background?
Huh?
His Halloween costume is his background. I like that.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. So we were in a conversation. Will's not here today. He's out doing army practice. So we talked in the chat, and in the chat we said, "Do you guys want to wear a Halloween costume?" I texted that to the group, and I said because
no, that's not what happened.
Halloween is a whole 5 days away from now. It does not feel like Halloween. It's almost a week away. The only time that will be worse for Halloween will be probably next year when it's on a Monday. We're probably not going to do it again next year because it's going to be a whole 6 days ahead. So, it's just one of those things. Do you want to do it next year, Dex? Do you want to just put your name down and say that you want to do it?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, we do it every year. Does Bro Talk have to fall? As long as it's like that week, that's what we usually do.
I just feel like it had to feel like Halloween. It's so early.
I mean, just say if you didn't want to do it, just say that. Like, don't try to make it seem like there was a vote or anything like that.
There was a vote. You said
there was no vote. I asked the question. I said the question. You said it doesn't feel like Halloween. We're not doing it. And William said, "I'm not going to be."
We're not doing it. I did not say we're not doing it. I don't make decisions like that.
I recall saying I'm going to do a costume, and you were like, "We're not doing it."
That's exactly what happened.
And I was like, "Yeah, I have a custom plan." I actually was going to do Monique from Precious, and I was going to do TikTok videos and everything. Like I was.
You can still do it. Halloween's enough. You have 5 days before Halloween. What are you talking about?
I only do Halloween for Bro Talk, or if I'm winning contests at work, and neither one of those things are happening. So.
Shakim said very lazy. I mean, we're not lazy. We've done tons of these things in the past, and here's a little bit to remind you.
They're trying to hide from us because they're dressed all up. But I decided for Halloween that I'm going to dress down. So I'm comfortably in my robe, sitting in the living room. So I'm going to kick it to Jason now, and they're going to reveal their little costumes to you all.
Chance the rapper.
I should have said that.
Oh yeah.
Are you a dead unicorn?
A dead unicorn. I'm gonna bury the unicorn era. It is done. We're not gonna do that anymore. I'm no longer a unicorn. I am just Dexter.
I love it.
Stucky to be specific.
What are you dressed up as?
A party pooper.
Oh, I know that. Right. Some of you have already seen me in this.
Okay, what you got? Is that's not a costume, that's a uniform. I'm my fish. I'm Guppy. Shout out to Guppy. Right over there.
Ooh, that fish look dead in your background. Is the fish dead?
it's a still, it's not moving.
It's a still, all right. I decided this year that I wanted to be a little Mr. Tekashi 69.
Oh my goodness. Looky with the sticky. Looky with the sticky. I love it. And here's your host, Mr. Steve Hart.
Decided to do something that you guys have already seen me do, which is not
that box.
Batman.
Hey. So you're a librarian?
I am a librarian.
Oh, bye.
You look like a Nigerian librarian.
This year I am Jay the Stallion.
You're so fucking basic. I can't take it.
Oh, hold on. You got something, Ty? What you got? Hold on. What you got, Ty?
Nicole was mad because I didn't wear nothing. She was like, well, you better put these on.
For the whole show. For the entire team.
Team Nicole. Thank you, Nicole.
She got
Yes,
some.
Black Panda. Now put your head back so we can see the ears. There we go. Are we an African minister or are we just American?
We are a African priest.
Dex ain't here today. It's Dexter F. Baby today.
I can't take it. And here's the big letdown. Tyler got.
Yeah. I can't see that. I can't see at all though. Where's my glasses?
Steve, going? Okay.
Well, I don't know who Bill is.
Oh my god!
But we heard that you all are talking about us, and you all, some of you live in Philadelphia, where bad things happen.
I know I had a reputation for not dressing up, but if you notice, William only dressed up 1 year.
Seriously,
He
but
dressed
the
up
one,
like- he was a librarian.
the one time Will did dress up though, he shut everybody else down.
He did. We did Donald Trump. That was amazing. All right. So here's the spread here. Best costume over the years.
Actually,
I
can I
guess
just
that's
talk about how Dexter always commits? I mean,
Except that year that you did
That
Batman.
Batman year. Pay it.
Yeah, that wasn't your year.
I like that. I like the ears inside, the little
the one
ears.
year I don't. The 1 year I didn't actually try, and I did the Batman thing. Is the year that Will ate me up. Every other
Ate
year,
you
I used to
up.
eat
Ate
that
your
boy
lunch.
up. He
No,
ate
actually,
my
no.
lunch.
No. Will did Trump last year when you did Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
That was
So what did he do when I did Batman? The minister thing?
yeah.
yeah. He didn't do anything. Yeah, he was just.
Oh, sorry.
No, you tried and you got ate up.
Ate up. I think my Steve Harvey one's underrated. You guys don't appreciate. I had a
I
wig
love
cap
the,
on it.
I love that Steve Harvey one.
I had a
My
ball
friend
cap.
Jade
and,
actually did a Steve Harvey one too.
that mustache was really bad. I was like holding that thing on the whole time. Y'all didn't like the Stallion? I thought the Stallion was a good.
I think the Stallion was like the equivalent of Ty with those little things on his ear.
The Stallion was whack. I did like the chance.
What do
to
you
rap.
mean it was whack? How you gonna say it was whack?
I thought Guppy was creative. Rest in peace. But that was it.
Guppy was your best one.
Guppy was my best one. Guppy with a do-rag. Shakima said we should dress up next week. Ty said that we can't dress up in November.
I think we should do next week.
I have a Halloween costume. I thought we were dressing up.
What you wearing?
I'm not telling you. What if I wear it?
We're not dressing up next week. So yeah.
Dex was ready. I was ready. It's Jason's fault, everybody.
Because I would definitely dress up next week. I want to.
I mean, I could dress up next week, but I don't think it's necessary. You think it's necessary?
It feels weird though, right? Like after Halloween, like we
It's
can.
over.
We could probably get stuff on sale.
That's true.
Get stuff on sale. Very true. All right, time for updates.
Then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuff. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuff. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuff. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuff.
You guys know how Lil Nas X has been trolling Lil Boozy, or those two have been going back and forth, basically about Lil Nas X being gay. Well, Lil Nas X has decided to play along a little bit more and basically bait Lil Boozy into career sabotage.
So I've been working on this song with Lil Boosie, bro. I had this song with Lil Boosie from to come out. Shit, fire, ain't even lie for it. Goddamn, song with Lil Boosie finna come out. Song with Lil Boosie finna come out.
So he just went on live and kept saying that. Lil Boozy didn't appreciate that. Not going to read the full tweet, but basically says, "Stop trolling me. You a whole B playing with a gangster. We'll leave that little part out. If you hashtag commit suicide, you would do this world a huge favor. No one wants you here. Appropriate response, Ty? You think that's a little much?
No, it was terrible. What are you talking about?
Just wondering if the response seemed in line with the troll job that Lil Nas X just...
No, like you don't say things like if you commit suicide, no one would get. Like that's like
a little harsh.
That's like the high school dumb bully that says something like that's like real stupid to me. Like you're too old for that. Isn't Lil Boosie like 60?
He is, and Lil Nas X's dad thought the same thing. Saying this, how the hell you're a gangster rapper promoting drugs, gun violence, degrading women, and getting high every video, talking about you're for the kids. Correct spelling, I like that. Man, sit your old man looking ass down. The game has passed you. We real bankhead over here. Not like the guy who claims it. Champions. Again, Lil Nas X's father.
Lil Nas X has a dad?
When did his dad come around? After he got famous?
I hear you so surprised that Lil Nas X has a dad. Yes, Lil Nas X.
I've never like, I don't know, like, huh?
When did he ever talk about this dad?
Yeah, I don't think he had to. I mean, I had no idea that.
I think he's one of them dads that came back after you got famous.
Wait,
he's one
did
of
you
them
know he had a dad, Jason?
I think I assumed yes, he had a dad. Like, did you think he was fatherless?
Sort of. Well, not because of like what he does, but I don't know. I don't. It's interesting seeing his like. I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where like you've never heard his parents come out.
Yeah, I'm not problematic. I always assumed that he had a dad.
No, I'm not saying it because of how he is. I'm just saying it because like he's been attacked for years. Like the people have been going off of him for like the better part of 2 years now, and I've never heard his parents speak out. Like Boosie's been going off on him for years, and I've never heard his dad speak out or nothing like that. Like okay.
I mean, I think this was the first time that another celebrity has told him to hashtag commit suicide. So maybe
I think this is the first time.
It defines celebrity.
Yeah, very loose version of the term when it comes to Lil Boost. But yeah, Azalea Banks, for her part, also didn't like it. She's saying it's high-key embarrassing. Talking about Dave Chappelle is also about 4 years late to the Trovia outrage attention grab. So Azalea Banks making a very good point here, saying that he has the confidence to publicly suggest he kill himself for living a life of all the things that have completely obliterated, I almost messed that word up, obliterated your ability to see yourself as anything other than a ward of the state. Is absolutely heartbreaking. So jail mentality, as Azalea Banks is saying that Lil Booz has towards one Lil Nas X. Do you think Lil Nas was smart in, I guess, baiting Boozy into career sabotage? I mean, it was kind of that way anyway. He was already banned from Instagram. He's probably banned from Twitter now because he tweeted.
Do you think this is career sabotage for him? I feel like the people who listened to him are going to keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who agree with what Boosie said. Like, if you look at that tweet, he got retweeted.
Yeah, I was really shocked by that.
Like, it's not like he's alone in those types of thoughts. I don't disagree. I don't agree with it at all. I think it's insane that you would say that. But like, there are a lot of people who don't care either.
Insane and yeah, very poor taste. It was just nasty.
Yeah. I saw like a lot of comments. People like, well, he shouldn't have messed. I'm like, yeah, that's you got slightly.
He didn't say me and Boozy
came out and said like I'm doing a song with you.
Right. It's not like he teased, we have a video coming out, like, you know what I'm saying, or something like that.
Yeah.
Have a video on the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying that could warrant that response particularly, but it would be, more incendiary than just a comment about having a song out. Like, I feel like that was ridiculous for Boozy to respond.
I think overall, like, that tweet just proves how outdated Boosie is. Like, who is telling people to kill themselves in 2021?
Hashtag commit suicide, not even kill themselves.
Drink bleach was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, but people can still do that though. Not outdated.
So we go from Lil Boozy now over to another Southern rapper, Florida's own Kodak Black, who's getting a lot of flack for this particular video that he has dancing with his so yeah, people were kind of surprised why he was grabbing his mom's butt like that.
She let him do it. She let him do it too.
Yeah, she definitely let black him out in hand and everything inside of the video. Very nice. Classy. But then some people started to point out that one former video vixen, Bernice Burgos, kind of did a similar thing with her daughter where they were twerking and she kind of slapped her on the butt.
Teaching her the game, but she can't get ahead of herself.
Get beside yourself, I know. Go ahead though. Bounce and kick, shake that ass, drop that pussy, stay in line, ho. Fuck a can't, can.
So people were comparing.
No, does not do that. But I think that Bernice video is the best one with that TikTok. Like that is amazing, and you can't compare it because her daughter didn't slap her butt; she slapped her daughter's butt. So there's a big difference. Don't compare the two. Nothing wrong with what Bernice did. Boosie tried to sleep. Kodak tried to sleep with his mom, and that's inappropriate.
Well, Kodak has a response to all these allegations that he's doing inappropriate things.
Fuck a nigga, boy. You know what I'm saying? And shit. But yeah, with a woman like this, some of you niggas don't even holler at your woman. Some of you niggas don't even call y'all mama, homie. Some of you niggas don't spend time with y'all mama, homie. Like, at the same time, it's on some shit like, nigga, how you expect to love a bitch if you don't love your old girl? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, that's my old girl. Nigga, the fuck? She ain't tripping. Damn, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Nigga, talking about shouldn't grab her. Nigga, I grab my mama because, bitch, I treat my mama like my lady, nigga. That's my queen, nigga. Fuck you talking about, boy? That's my Z queen, nigga. So what? She ain't tripping, nigga. I don't fuck my mom. We ain't doing no crazy shit, nigga. I grab her like I make her feel real beautiful. I make her feel and make her and remind her, mama, you beautiful. I'm fucked up about you, mom. I'm in love with you. Fuck you talking about, boy?
Explanation. Does that change? Does that change things?
No, that made it worse.
Texas. No. Ty, you said it made it worse. You don't.
That made it worse. I felt like that was worse. I don't know why.
The explanation was worse.
Like I wanted to make her feel beautiful, so I grabbed that. Like that's how you make your mom feel beautiful. Just say, "Mom, you beautiful." I think that'll work.
Yeah. Something tells me you don't gotta squeeze your mom's butt and hold a picture of her to let her know that she's a beautiful woman. Something tells me that. I don't know what it is, but I can't quite put my finger on. Like, what the? Ew.
Well, if Eric says his mama ain't mad, why should the world be mad?
You know? Mom should be mad though.
Mom should be disturbed. I don't know about mad.
Well, do you think that the Bernice one was just as bad? LaRon is saying both was inappropriate. There's no comparison. No?
The Bernice one was fun. It was fun. They girls having fun. Plus, Bernice is 40, so. When you have the baby when you're 8 years old, like it kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah. And so the explanation is not going to get us past anything with Kodak Black. Is this just another thing on his list of of issues? First, he made that song for Carisha Brownlee.
I like that song.
He made that love song to JT.
Eat her butt.
Yes, he did say that he voiced that he would have relations orally with JT. It's just another thing on the list. Kodak Black, is he quickly becoming one of your favorite rappers, or are you going to distance yourself? Continue to.
Please distance myself. Like I can't have no parts.
Okay. It's Southern thing. Do you think it could be a Southern thing? Some people are saying that it's a.
No, it's not. Whoever said
it was Southern, then other people would be doing it. And you would see it.
We don't do that in the South. Actually. Some of it.
It might be a Southern thing.
I mean, think about it. They be down there, doing whatever.
All right, moving on. It is now time for the politics segment. Not really a lot of politics today. Not really a lot of serious stuff today because it's the Halloween edition,
It's
and
Halloween.
it's Halloween. We didn't get dressed for this, so it's gonna be a light day. Clearly didn't care. Meghan McCain is speaking out about why she decided to quit The View. I'm just gonna give you a few excerpts. She's excerpts. Talking about the show. Can't imagine how it messes with your self-esteem working in an environment where the worst thing you can be in the world is a Republican during the Trump years.
Relatable.
Relatable, Dex. Okay.
On this show, relatable. I'm the Meghan McCain.
As the country got worse, the treatment from Whoopi, Joy, and some of the staff grew meaner and less forgiving. It was if I had become an avatar for everything they hated about the president. She said she didn't even vote for Trump, so she doesn't know why all the hatred. She also did not say that she voted for Hillary, but she didn't vote for Trump. She said when she joined The View, she felt a connection to Whoopi, but Whoopi made a promise to her father that she would look after her, and she kept her word for a couple of years. The thing about Whoopi, though, she says, is that she yields so much power in culture and television that when she turns on you, it can create an unfathomable tension at the table. I felt her open to staying for me more and more difficult to manage as the years went on, and it became more frequent. She just went on to talk about how she was singled out, and Whoopi once told her, "Girl, please stop talking right now," and that it instantly trended on Twitter, and it really hurt her feelings. Another thing that hurt, we did see it. Another thing that hurt her feelings was when she came back after maternity leave, and Joy Behar, they asked, she said, "Joy, you missed me so much when I was on maternity leave," and Joy said, I did not miss you, zero."
We saw that.
Yeah, we saw that too.
Yeah.
According to Meghan, she said, "No, nothing anyone has ever said to me on camera since I have been giving interviews since I was 22 years old ever hit this hard. I felt like I had been slapped. She yelled out to me sharp and intensely, and I believed her." So,
let's be very clear that this happened over Zoom, and you can't get your feelings hurt over Zoom.
Why not?
Come on. You can't. There's nothing you can say to me over right now. We're over Zoom. There's nothing you can say to me right now that's gonna hurt my feelings. I'm closing the computer. Like, come on.
Don't give Zoom credit for our show. We're not on Zoom.
The president, the former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, gave us the following quote, a complete gem of a quote. He said, quote, here it goes. "Isn't it funny that Meghan McCain, who has always been a bully and basically a lowlife, is now complaining that it was she who was once bullied by the slobs and radical left maniacs of The View?" What a first lie.
Trump said that?
Someone more, I'm sure.
Slobs. I love him. The way he talks about women is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
A lowlife. At the request of many representatives, I made it possible for her father to have the world's longest funeral, designed and orchestrated by him, even though I was never, to put it mildly, a fan. Goodness gracious. Trump hates them. In his own very special way, he was a rhino, a Republican in name only. A rhino's rhino, a Republican in name only's Republican in name only. Despite the fighting against me, I won Arizona by a lot, and even more in 2020. Unfortunately, the vote counters in 2020 were far more important than the candidate. I have since found out that McCain, who was close to last in his class in Annapolis, another drag, sent the fake and totally discredited scam dossier to the FBI, hoping to stop the quote-unquote Trump train. In any event, Meghan should fight the communists instead of explaining how they beat her, hurt her, and made her physically ill. She should fight back against the losers of The View the way she fights against a very good and well-meaning Republican, and she would do herself a world of good. I've never heard Trump sound better.
No, but my man is running in 2024. Like this right here, he's coming back. Like he's like the Terminator. He's coming back in 2024 to save us. Wow.
That's disgusting. Like,
I said, I'm done. I'm done with Trump after the comments he made, the Colin Powell stuff, the Haiti people. I was done with him. But now
the Haiti people.
The immigrants. Like you know what he said. I don't want to say that. But now Trump is back. He is back.
Man,
I'm not mad.
Being a low life, being scum. Absolute scum.
I don't think Trump. I really don't think Trump is running. I think he's going to ride this attention train as long as he can and then drop out.
Yeah, someone wrote that for him.
But you're not making statements like that for nothing.
No, he's going, but
A
because
very
he wants
nasty
to.
person made that statement, not Donald Trump.
He's going to hand pick the next candidate, and that person is going to be the president. That much I do know.
Now, I will say that Trump is nasty, but there's no way he can put together a string of insults like that together.
No, he's not that good. He's not that.
No, I agree with that. If it was against anybody else, maybe, but it's against women, and he is really good at dogging women out. So against a woman, he can do it.
Very much so.
Oh, yeah. Eric said, I'm surprised he didn't mention that McCain was captured in Vietnam. One of my favorite Trump lines is, I like my heroes uncaptured.
Dude, what an asshole, dude. What a joke.
I like my heroes uncaptured. Oh, my God. Donald Trump was ridiculous, man.
Speaking of women, Condoleezza Rice went on The View once we were talking about The View, and she spoke about critical race theory. I'd like you guys' thoughts.
Oh, here we go.
On her statement.
If I could take a moment to talk about the whole issue of critical race theory and what is and is not being taught. I come out of an academic institution, and this is something that academics debate, what is the role of race and so forth. And let me be very clear. I grew up in segregated Birmingham, Alabama. I couldn't go to a movie theater or to a restaurant with my parents. I went to segregated schools till we moved to Denver. My parents never thought I was going to grow up in a world without prejudice, but they also told me that's somebody else's problem, not yours. You're going to overcome it, and you are going to be anything you want to be. And that's the message that I think we ought to be sending to kids. One of the worries that I have about the way that we're talking about race is that it either seems so big that somehow white people now have to feel guilty for everything that happened in the past. I don't think that's very productive. Or black people have to feel disempowered by race. I would like black kids to be completely empowered, to know that they are beautiful in their blackness. But in order to do that, I don't have to make white kids feel bad for being white. So somehow this is a conversation that has gone in the wrong direction.
You hear those white people clapping in the audience?
I don't think that's what critical race theory is, though. And like, to be honest with you, if you listen to somebody tell you history, what actually happened, and it makes you feel bad, then so be it. Because believe me, I can remember there's never been a time I've been taught about racism as a young black boy where I didn't feel like shit like, during the process of it. Like, I remember learning about racism and hating my classmates. I think it's okay to shame them a little bit too. If you feel bad about what your folks did, because I feel bad for what my folks had to go through, I don't see an issue with that.
And it's not even exactly. I feel bad for what my folks had to go through. Exactly right. And it's not even a sense of we have to make so and so feel bad. Like, I'm just letting you know what happened. I'm reporting the facts. Like, this is history, and you need to know.
So the message that she's coming from is not even like you guys are talking from like the factual what critical race theory is and kind of really teaching. She's coming from that other thing that people are talking about. Like that they're saying people are doing that they're not really doing. Like that they're lining up white kids and making them apologize to black kids and she's coming from that lens of like ridiculous behavior that I don't think anyone's actually doing. And so when she comes and says that, she sounds ridiculous just like the rest of them. I mean, I get where she's coming from, but like that's just not what's happening. I just feel like you're out of touch with reality when you're.
I also don't think that needs to be her concern. Like white people being upset because they feel bad about
make white kids feel bad for being white. Like whose objective was to make white kids feel bad for being white? Like that's a narrative that people are pushing, but it's making us miss the whole point of why we're teaching history for real. Like we're saying stupid stuff like, Christopher Columbus discovered America and blah, blah, blah. But you have to tell like, what really happened. And there's nothing wrong with knowing what really happened instead of like this little cookie cutter, sugar coated history that we're used to teaching versus, let us not continue to be ridiculous and tell people what actually happened. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if you feel bad because of that, then hey, we feel bad.
And she even said in the same interview, like I grew up in rural Alabama, and my parents told me that, okay, you know, some people have disadvantages and some people are going to believe, you know, that they are, you know, less than because of their race, and that's their problem, but you're going to be able to do whatever you want. And okay, why can't you have that same that's their problem energy towards, you know, history? Like, that's their problem. If the history offends you, I'm sorry, that's your problem. That has nothing to do with me, but that's the history. It happened. Yeah.
Now, were her parents white? Because she said she couldn't go to the movie theaters with her parents. Like, what's up with that? They didn't
How come make her go now, huh? I couldn't go with my parents. Oh, they could go, but not you, huh?
Yeah, I don't get that. But okay.
I feel like she meant like no one could go in her family.
Okay, well, maybe say that. Maybe she needs to go back to the schoolhouse and learn some education, because words mean
schoolhouse.
Poor Kondo. Like, I hope that she gets
not Kondo.
I hope she gets the help she needs.
I hope she gets the help that she needs. Okay?
My thoughts and prayers go out to Kondo.
The Kondo. All right. So since you guys wanted more Halloween, I'll give you a little bit best of some of our Halloween editions. Here we go.
They're trying to hide from us because they're dressed all up. But I decided for Halloween that I'm going to dress down. So I'm comfortably in my robe.
Oh, sorry. Is this the one we already saw? My bad.
I was like, you played that one already.
I think it might have been. But I love that you are coming up and playing all these past Halloween clips to like take away from the fact that you told us not to dress up this year because you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's really weird too. Like, you felt it was
really like the abs on this thing. So I'm like, you know, let me get my usage out of this because I'm not used to this body. So Batman it is.
I love your hair, dog. It's so funny. It looks so good.
We take full responsibility here in my administration. We didn't do anything. It's China, the Chinese virus. And I banned China long before Sleepy Joe and Kamala the Mamala.
All right, so BS reports 3 stories. 2 are true. One's
it's like Milli Vanilli with it over your shoulder like that. Can you like put it behind you?
I did.
Both of them over.
It was like this, and I didn't want to do it on the show because this is how the girls.
Put both of them over because you were like Milli Vanilli the other way.
I was like the city girls, and they do it like.
You look like the city girl.
Then I was like, flip the other one back. Next, flip the
you
other.
Like Janet Jackson in Poetic Justice.
Look, when grandmom's 40 years old, I'm telling you, when grandmom is 40, this is the type of stuff you get. Why is Halloween about you and not the child?
You gonna be the Chanel person? Shut up.
That little girl is so uncomfortable. Like,
she looks very uncomfortable. So, well, I want to be. You better shut your ass up.
You just put paint on your face and blood.
I put paint on my face because it's not thinning, but the hair on the other. Thinning hair is a problem over here. So they ain't never touched a Chanel purse in her life. Ain't gonna throw that shit on that baby.
All right, the first category of the day, Katana, Halloween costumes. All right, here we go. On the left, we have Tiana Taylor, dressed up as Katana. On the right, we have EJ Johnson, also dressed up as Katana. What? Bill? What? Bill? What's wrong, Bill? Which Katana stole the show for you?
I know, Will. You seem like you're deep in thought, Will. So I'll just go over it while you think about it, because I know it's probably gonna take you a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Tiana Taylor.
Here's why it took me so long, Dex. I was trying to decide whether or not that was actually you instead of EJ. So now that I've got that together, I'm actually going to go with Tiana Taylor. I'm going to go with Tiana Taylor also. Not because Miss EJ down the bottom here went with her, but because she actually does look. She looks like Tiana Taylor really does the job.
Let me ask you this: you said you thought
we're moving on.
You thought it was me, and that's what took you a minute. So, like, if that was me, that means you picked the person. I don't understand what that meant. Like, no, whether it's me or not, why didn't you just go right to Tiana?
Well, you and EJ look a lot alike.
I get it. We can move on. Go ahead.
You and EJ look a lot alike. That's all I'm getting at. Whose breasts those were?
You would say 8-figure, 8-inch dick. That's my type. Like, you would say that too. Like, you'd be okay.
What she said next? What she say?
She says 8-inch dick. Like, that's my type. Like a penis or whatever. That's the word she said. Like, you would say that because you're there and that's
what's the chorus of the song.
Huh?
The song called 8-Inch Dick.
That's the chorus of the song. And if she says like,
what's the chorus? How does it go?
Beyonce impersonator. What are we giving? What are you giving this young lady?
She did it without blackface, and she didn't go and purchase that $300 hoodie Beyonce was selling.
Sure did. Got that thing mall, didn't she? What was that?
I like that. I'm gonna give her a 2. 10 years from now, when I have children, they're gonna come back and they're gonna look at old episodes of this show, and they're gonna be like, "Dad, like, what is this?"
What are we giving Beyonce, Michelle, and Kelly here?
Sirs.
What did you say?
Sirs.
Sirs? Are these men? Are these men?
Look at them arms. You tell me.
They might be. You know, I didn't even think about that. They might be.
Look how big them hands are. Look at them arms. Look at that one with them tattoos. No, sir.
The wrists.
Look at them chins. Like, oh my Jesus. Oh,
I just thought they had strong faces. I didn't really I didn't notice all the other features.
That one in the middle got the strongest face.
She got a strong face. What are we giving these people? Dex, come on, Dex.
Time for seat.
It's time for seat.
Time for seat. Rich in word 8. That's my type. Then she says, "That's my type. That's my type."
Candy corn. I say some people call it candy. Some people call it corn. We call it candy corn over in our administration. We love it, hate it, whatever the people want for us to get the vote. Most of my followers love candy corn because they're sleeping with their cousins.
He did pretty good.
Absolutely gets a 10. Look at that. First off, look how crappy my 6'9" is. And so crazy.
Let me see y'all. Feels like
body's so bad.
He's got all of the.
I wrote it like, wow. He didn't even have to get a damn wig. Like, he wins. He gets a 30 at this point. That is amazing.
Yeah, the 10s across the board.
8-inch big. Oh, that's good pipe. That B word. I'm gonna ride it all night.
Come on, face tats, pull that wig back.
Look, I
love it.
There's a tic-tac-toe game going on over here.
Oh my god. You look so damn good. I love it.
You gotta move to the vote.
Fuck Sleepy Joe, nigga. Trump 2020, bitch.
Trump, you don't like that, Trump?
Breaking the wall. Very soon.
It says vote on his head, but it's covered.
Oh yeah, vote. Make sure you guys get out there and watch the vote.
But I have a plan for healthcare. You'll see the best healthcare you've ever seen, especially since I've got Sasha Amy Barrett Cohen is the new Supreme Court Justice. You'll see healthcare.
Oh, hold up, Dex, do you have a fake like lip piercing?
I do.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Hold on, put it up again.
Come back, Dex, come back. Oh, I'm sorry. He got that nose pierce too.
You see it?
I was committed.
All right.
So I'm gonna take them off and take them back to the store tomorrow. I'm like, they didn't work. No, this week too. It's all going back to the store tomorrow.
Listen,
tomorrow's the last day to return his costumes. I'm gonna take this back tomorrow.
This wig is going back. I got that receipt sitting right over there.
Wow, guys. Halloween's been a great show for us.
Yeah, and if we didn't get canceled after last week's show, it is done now. I am expecting a pink slip tomorrow.
I got a question.
All right, guys, Will is not here, so I'm going to do the Q&A segment for us today. This is the part of the show where you guys ask us questions, and we and the people in the comments let you guys know what time it is. All right, the 4 questions is, she loves him not, Karen's revenge, applicant ultimatums. Jason, this was last week.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
I was like, did you recycle these? Okay.
My bad. I didn't recycle the category.
Jason, you good, man? What's happening?
It's just a lot going on, guys.
Okay, so
let's
with
just
that
do
being
the
said, we're gonna do. We're just gonna go with this one right here. All right.
Yeah.
I graduated from college in 2018 and was at my previous job for a few years as a temp before being fully hired. I moved jobs and have been with my current organization since 2019, switching positions from an admin assistant to program specialist in June 2020. In the fall of 2020, during the pandemic, someone new joined my team after completing a fellowship program we have. Recently, my team has gone through some changes as people were promoted. My old manager moved into a senior role, and we were informed that they were not backfilling her position. 2 weeks later, it was announced that the person who joined the team in the fall of 2020 would be filling her position. As she showed great commitment to the team, she is now my direct manager. I'm having mixed feelings about this, and no one on my team was told they were interviewing, and it seems shady. She was moved right into it without an interview. I know this because I was an admin assistant before, and I get all the calendar invites for our CEO who interviews everyone before they're hired. Even internal promotions get interviews from him, but she did not. Am I just being emotional, or do I have the right to be upset? I honestly want to quit. Very relatable. This is the reason why I quit my previous job for the most part. So I think that if you want to quit, you feel some type of way about this, let somebody know and then quit.
Really? Wow. You feel like that, Des? Wow.
100%. Yes. It's disrespectful. I just don't think you should be disrespectful towards people, especially when
Well,
it
maybe
comes to
the manager, maybe the CEO already had someone in mind they identified, and they felt like it wasn't useful to have an interview process.
I think that's BS, and I think if you really value somebody, you should interview them. Like there's a position that's available, the person should be interviewed, and there's really no debate. And if I can't be interviewed, then you should at least let me know. Maybe your resume doesn't fit or whatever, but like to not say anything to me is disrespectful.
Eric is so wrong. She had a special interview with her CEO. Eric,
You know that's what people are thinking, but just not saying because it's not respectful. But I don't know. Maybe she had to hook up. Are you're gonna quit your job? I don't know if I would quit my job for that, but I mean, I would maybe start looking for another job to see if I could land something, but I wouldn't just like abruptly quit.
No, you land something else. But let me tell you something like this: if you're a person like me, whether you love the job or not, you're there because you want to be there, not because you have to be there. You have papers behind you. You can get out of there if you want to get out of there. Believe me.
Believe it. Huh? Now I don't know. I feel like if it's an internal promotion, I mean, it would be nice to have an interview process. It's not necessarily required, especially not at my job. I did do an internal promotion recently though, and I did interview the person that was getting promoted. So I mean, that's that. I mean, I just did out of the I wanted to be very transparent because it was my first time doing that in my role. But if your CEO, has been there for a while, maybe they feel like they don't need to check with anyone. Like they can just make the hire because they've seen them in their work environment already. So,
but why would you not give this?
Or realistically, go ahead.
Which is saying, why would you not give if it's a situation where you know that people are going to want to apply for the role? Obviously, they wouldn't because people are asking you about it. That's why y'all say y'all not going to backfill the position. So people are obviously curious about this. You're going to just hire another person without giving other people in your organization that you supposedly value an opportunity to interview.
Well, I've already identified
that little fellowship program though, because like when people do those programs, they be sliding them right into like those higher up leadership positions, like when you do like fellowship and all that bull crap. So that's honestly probably what it was that she did that program, whatever the hell it is. Because I know like other organizations that do those programs, when you complete them, they slide you into like higher positions, unprepared and looking ridiculous.
That's the incentive of doing the program in the first place, is because you're told that you would be considered for higher stuff. I mean, I understand why this person is upset. They feel like they didn't get a fair shake in the situation. And, maybe you could speak to your CEO about it if you have that sort of relationship with your CEO. I mean, otherwise, apply for the same position at another organization and see if you can get it if you feel like you're worthy. But I felt like that person would have already, like, even if there was an interview process, you might have felt better about it. But the CEO's actions show that they were already going to pick that person anyway, so it really wouldn't have mattered in the end.
You better join that fellowship.
All right, and then the next question: help. My fiance loves haunted houses, but I'm terrified of them. What can we do? My fiance loves haunted houses, and ever since we got together 5 years ago, I've given her hard no's. The last haunted house I went to was not Scary Farm when I was 14, and I remember crying my way out of the park. Since we live in SoCal, that's Southern California, there's Halloween events happening that he wants to go to, and I would want to go with her. She wants to go to, and I would want to go with her, but they're scary to me, anxiety inducing and claustrophobic. Any ideas on getting over my phobia and or making alternative suggestions for Halloween without looking weak? I think that's what you do. Make alternative suggestions. I think, like, instead of going to the haunted house, maybe stay home if you're okay with scary movies. Watch scary movies. I would recommend skipping Halloween Kills, but watch scary movies. Maybe the classic. Oh, terrible. Watch like maybe like yeah. I watched like the classic.
Jamie Lee didn't give what needed to be gave.
Well, this is like a spoiler, but Jamie Lee Curtis didn't even have any scenes with Michael Myers.
Oh,
not one.
Really?
Not one. Just
so much for a reunion.
Yeah, but no, I don't think you should. If you don't feel comfortable doing it and it's giving you anxiety and you're feeling claustrophobic, I would say don't go to it and like try to set up like some date time at the house or whatever. I would recommend watching the new Chucky TV series. It's actually really good.
Yeah,
I never even knew there wasn't a Chucky TV series.
Men can't get scared. Is it weak to be scared? I guess it is, in a sense. This isn't for me, by the way. I do live in SoCal, but I'm not necessarily.
It's one of your little friends, though. I know that. It's definitely one of your friends.
Good, one of your little friends. I mean, yeah, I think men are always getting pushed into doing stuff they're uncomfortable with. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Why not? But I don't find haunted houses and stuff scary. So it's like ridiculous. Like they're actors. If you like try to touch it, if you like reach out or you swing too hard, like they'll get mad and try to kick you out. Like it's not even like scary to me. But I mean, if you're afraid,
it can be startling. Like one time I went to Six Flags during Halloween Horror Nights, right?
It can be startling.
It can be. And like they were like, we were in like the little horror zone or whatever, the scare zone. And the guy had like a knuckle scraper on, right? So he was on roller skates. So he just rolled by us, and we just see sparks just fly up off the ground because he like drags his knuckles across the ground, and it scared the hell out of my wife. Like she said, "Oh shit!" It's like she grabbed this kid that we were supposed to be watching. Wasn't our kid. She grabbed this kid we were supposed to be watching, cussed at him and everything. It was hilarious.
Were you scared?
Yeah, I can see how things can be startling. And if you don't like to be startled, I get it. But you just gotta.
My wife actually does not like haunted houses. She doesn't like haunted houses, and I love them. And if she wrote this about me, the same exact thing, nobody would say men are allowed to be scared of things, but not haunted houses isn't one of them. I mean, women are allowed to be scared of things, but haunted houses is not one of them. Nobody would say that. It's okay for women to be scared of that, just like it's okay for men not to feel comfortable with it too.
Oh, okay. Equality. There we go.
I know, right?
All right. That wraps up the questions for this week. Go ahead.
Jason. Oh, sorry. If you guys have questions, I don't remember the one who had to. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, join us at brotalklive.com/questions for your questions, and we'll answer them on air next week. Jason
and Company. Jason and Company. Yo.
Now, Ty, what I was going to do today, I was going to play a scare challenge where you guys wouldn't know what I would put up on the screen, but it would be inherently scary to you. So I was going to play the full version of the song, just let it go for once, and just see what your reaction was going to be. But I decided against it. I thought
good choice.
A good choice. I thought it would have been a very nice touch, but I understand why you wouldn't have thought the same.
I wouldn't have reacted on air. I just want you to know.
Okay, can't let someone see you down, right? I feel you.
I said nope.
Worst tantrum. Time for the bids today. Worst tantrum. First, we have a baby reveal.
Didn't we talk about that? Was that us?
No, we never. No,
Like when people have those gender reveals and
oh
getting
yeah,
all
we
mad.
did talk about that. Yeah, personally. Yeah,
I can't stand it.
Apparently, she didn't want a boy, and she could have actually harmed the baby by just falling on her stomach like that.
But you do realize, though, when you have a child, it's a 50-50 chance. Like, it's one or the other. So I don't really understand how you.
And it really don't matter because they're gonna be what they want to be anyway. You know, in 2021, they're gonna be what they want to be anyway. It don't matter. So it is what it is.
They be what they want to be. They don't be what you want them to be. Though. So
exactly. It don't matter what you want. It really don't. That was contestant number 1, worst tantrum. Contestant number 2.
This is when you discriminate. We're gonna fuck your restaurant up. I see you. Just leave, sir. You go fuck it. You want to do something? No, I don't want to do anything. Don't get my seat. Don't get me. I don't want to do anything. Right now. Get out, bro. Get out, bro. That's your fault. Yeah, you got a fault. Get out. I'm the one. Get out.
That's assault.
So wait, who's the villain here? Like, what happened?
Right?
The villain's the guy who got punched out because he won't wear a mask.
That's what the argument was about?
Yeah, the argument was about not wearing a mask. He said you can't just.
You ever hear somebody be like, I'm gonna knock you into next week? That's what that was. He knocked him into next week.
He got him. He pointed that finger. That's assault.
Yeah, sure.
Like, you just shoved that guy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? You shoved the guy's father. The guy's son came up from behind you and knocked you clean into next week. It's not assault.
Like anybody would.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. What are you talking about? That's assault, sucker. That was like the whitest response ever.
The what?
Name the crime. That's assault. I love it. That was worst tantrums. Moving on. More out of line. Contestant numero uno. He's just going ham in his damn street.
That man has played Grand Theft Auto. He's played Grand Theft Auto way too many times, and I love the fact that none of these police officers paying him any attention. They just like
any attention. They're just driving clean.
Like the way they drove around him, I think it's funny.
They said he back at it again.
He was letting a spray on him. That's what I'm talking about. In the middle of the street. All right, more out of line. That guy, or I don't even know what's up next. I think it's this person.
I'm a crackhead, ayy. I'm a crackhead.
I'm just trying to hit by the end of the night. Lil' mama so bad and my booty so tight. When I hit from the back, don't fuss, don't.
All right. She might have a package to deliver to him in 9 months. More out of line. The guy in the street or the Amazon driver, or that lady.
That guy in the street. I mean, you're Amazon. You go to work, but you got to get what you got to get when you go to work.
Nah, you the Amazon driver's out of line. I'm looking for my stuff, and you in there
looking for his stuff.
Why would you get somebody truck though? Like
that's what happens when them packages be like, they be like, your package on the way, and they're like, it's lost.
He said, no, she got the package. Someone else got your package.
No, they doing like the package and busted it up.
It did look like Los Angeles or maybe like Phoenix or something like that, Arizona, something like that. Maybe Vegas.
Definitely
West Coast though. Definitely West Coast. All right. So more out of line. The guy with the spray or the Amazon?
The spray?
The guy with the blicky?
Yeah, for sure.
Mr. Blicky.
Because you were shooting blanks. The other guy ain't shooting no blanks. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We will sure find out. All right, hangrier. Next category up, hangrier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. These are people who are mad and angry, hungry and angry. Sorry, not mad and angry. That would be mangry. This is hungry, hungry and angry. The first is with a woman and her dog who has a unique name.
Put the bread back out. Deontay, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you do that, Deontay? I'm taking your motherfucking ass home. You out of line.
Deontay looked real guilty, didn't he?
Deontay tore that burger up. Why would you name your dog Deontay? Deontay.
Deontay, why you do that?
When people ask questions like that, did you think the dog was gonna be like my bad sis? Like what did you want?
He looked like my bad.
He was in trouble. He was trying to hide behind them clothes.
Deontay, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you do that, Deontay? I'm taking your motherfucking ass home. You.
I'm definitely naming my next dog Deontay.
Please name your dog Deontay.
Like Deontay, sick him. Why would you do that, Deontay?
Actually, it's funny. She spelled Deontay, which is like the way that
we know a guy named Deontay. Yeah.
Eric said that's her baby daddy's name.
Could be. Is he a dog? Is he a dog? Poor Deontay. All right. Was Deontay? I'm sorry. Was that lady Deontay's owner or not owner? What do they call him? Parent? What do they call them?
Owners. It's a dog.
No,
you own
it's different now. They call them something like adopted
what you
parents.
Oh, is it? Did they change that too? Who did that?
Jason's BS report. What is this?
Who did that, Peter?
You don't own animals no more?
No, it's not an ownership. It's like a
partner.
It's not a partner. It's not a partnership.
The dog ain't paying no damn rent. You own it.
I'll have to look it up. I'll look it up. I'll let you know what the acceptable term now is.
What's the acceptable term
for dog relationships? Was Deontay's person? There we go. Person. That's what they call him. You're my person. That's what it is.
Get the hell out of here.
So what is the dog to you?
That's my dog, and I'm the dog's person. Yeah.
And the dog asked them to say that? The dog said that.
No, you know who did that? Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
But they
So is Deontay's person more hangry than this man? We have
Listen, we're not doing that.
Emotionally. Oh, you're in the door and walking stairs, drop your food. You just look up. Bow, 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 bow. Imagine that RA that's on that door right behind that wall. Because you know the RA's always had the rooms right next to the RA's always had that room right next to the stairwell.
The food didn't even fall out the plate. Why you ain't pick it back up and go to lunch?
It was too far gone. Too far gone.
A lot of the food was still there. He could have ate some of it.
Most of it was.
And he could have picked that up. Like, you gonna leave that in the hallway?
You gonna leave the food because you're mad.
Because you don't gotta be that mad. Because nobody told you to go skipping up the steps any damn way.
I would have been
skipping.
He like
skipping.
He's skipping up them damn steps.
I gotta look. I gotta analyze it. He's going up. Ooh, hop, hop, hop. Oh yeah, yeah. He slipped. Yeah, you're right. That food was still there. He ain't really nothing hop out. He got anger issues. Yeah, he could definitely.
He on that stuff. People be hitting they. He on that stuff because then people be angry. There's no reason to be that mad.
And now you angry. You got no food. You definitely done bruised that pinky because you just slammed it up against the wall. Like he wins.
Could you imagine just being an RA in that room and you just sitting there reading your little book? All of a sudden,
can you imagine being his roommate like when he comes in after that? And you like, what happened? And how bad?
Screaming and yelling and whatnot.
Who was more angry, Deontay's person or Jermel? I think we'll call him that.
Deontay's owner wasn't as bad as Jermel.
Well, Ty, I don't know. We don't know what happened to Deontay when he got home.
She ain't nothing Deontay. Deontay does that all the time.
Deontay walked right in that house, went into his cage, and self-discipline. That's what Deontay did.
Self-discipline.
Okay. He self-disciplined to bed for the night. I can't blame him. That's what the smart dogs do. Them little dogs know they ain't got no smoke for it. All right. Last but not least, more impressive, the hands or the wisdom? All right, here we go. First, we have the hands. Once again, both of these, actually, I didn't say who these were both by, but these are both courtesy of Little Uzi Vert. We can talk about Little Uzi since Will's not on the show.
How they feel?
Lil Uzi got some hands, and I'm not all that surprised. I would expect him to be in fights in the street.
I mean, he's from Philly, so
he's very bad too. He's a bad kid.
Well, you know what's crazy? I actually told Will before. I told him that I think he should dress as Uzi for Halloween and do like the diamond in the forehead with the stuff around it. He was going to do that.
That would have been.
He might do it next week. Jason's allowing people to dress up next week.
Look, we haven't. You have already vetoed that, so I don't know. We'll have to discuss it. Ty, were you impressed with the hand speed?
Impressed enough. No, I can't do it.
Will it get the job done in the streets of North?
I don't know. You got to ask because that guy threatened him a couple weeks ago. We'll see.
Okay. Cool. Was that more impressive than the wisdom that he gave?
When he cussed out?
Oh yeah.
Was that more impressive than the wisdom that he gave this little kid who dropped his phone, broke it, and asked Little Uzi to pay for it?
Show me you fix that phone. Come by here on Monday and show me you fix that phone. Dead ass, bro. Go fix that phone and show me you fix the phone. Come back here. No, I'm leaving now. I'm not no. Monday. Monday though. Come back here to show me you fix the phone. All right. Break your phone. No. I wasn't going to give it to him earlier because he knows better. He's taller than me. I told him, bro, he's crazy. But don't come on, bro. It's easy, bro. Life is easy. I just told him that. Life is easy. You made this problem yourself.
Life is easy. You made this problem yourself. Wisdom.
Question though. So he doesn't have the diamond in his forehead, but he still has the holster for the diamond lodged in his forehead.
I was about to say, or is that an old video? Because he still got that thing in his head.
Yes, it was a dermal implant, so they would have to extract the holster. The diamond was just set into the holster, not necessarily into his skin, but the holster is actually set as a dermal into his skin. So yes. Did you like the wisdom though? Life is easy.
I couldn't even pay attention. I was too busy worrying about the diamond.
Life is easy. You made it hard yourself or something stupid like that. No, it wasn't good wisdom. It was dumb.
Something stupid. Wow. Didn't like that. I thought it was a bar.
You thought it was deep?
I feel like you ask yourself that every day. Life is simple. Am I making this too hard for myself? That can preach.
Okay, well, if it helped you, then that's all that matters.
Okay. There we go. All right. Thanks for the letdown on that. I thought you guys would be amazed, but apparently not. So you guys are all going for the hands.
Yeah.
All right. That was Jason and company for the day. Dex, we have a repeat for the Dex's BS report.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Patent pockets. We take the dollar, dollar. Can a damn soul stop it? Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on your bets. Here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping.
Woo! Bars, man.
Well, three things about that. One, Shane McMahon, Here Comes the Money. Two, I made that video. And then three,
what do you mean you made that video? What are you talking about?
I did that. I made that. You didn't do that.
Oh, okay. So you played it on the day of your show. I got you.
I created it. Like I edited that together.
Okay,
Yeah.
congrats. You did
And
did 1
then-
out of 63. Okay.
Okay, well I did it. And then the last thing is that last week I was watching The Simpsons and they played that song on The Simpsons. Just amazing.
So was that a song before Shane O'Mac?
No, like it's his wrestling thing, but they played it on The Simpsons.
Interesting.
So Dex's BS report. I tell 3 stories. 2 of these stories are true. 1 of these stories is false. It's up to these guys and you guys to let us know what's true and what is false. All right. So we mentioned Halloween earlier in the show. Halloween Kills earlier in the show. Well, Halloween, Michael Myers is making some more news because people are saying because he killed, this is a spoiler, guys, because he killed 2 homosexual people in the movie, a couple. People are saying that Michael Myers is actually homophobic and they're calling for Peacock to pull it off the streaming network. Penn State University is hosting their very own HBC capital U event, complete with a black market and a trap and glow silent disco night. And then finally, a woman is suing Kellogg's because she says their Pop-Tarts do not contain as much strawberry filling as they used to. She's suing them for $5 million. All right, guys, what's true? What's a lie?
I hope that last one's true because that need to be a class action lawsuit. I need to get on that thing.
You agree, Todd? Do you agree?
I have not had a Pop-Tart in a very long time, but I agree with her that they don't have as much as they used to.
Okay. So I mean, I would. They always
Michael
say
Myers
I'd rather my son go to Penn State than a state pen, but I don't believe that they would have a trap and glow party.
I believe they would do just that. I think the Michael Myers story is not true.
Yeah, I think the Michael Myers story is not true either. I feel like that was a little easy.
All right. So the false story is the Penn State one. Penn State is not doing an HBCU week, but Syracuse University is doing HBCQs week, and they are having a Trap and Glow event, a Trap and Glow silent disco. They're doing a rep your organization D9 stroll off, a black market, and on Wednesdays we wear pink day, as well as HBCU Monday. So yeah, so if you are attending Syracuse, apparently that is an HBCU as well. Who knew? And Dex's BS report for the week.
So there are people suing Michael Myers for being homophobic?
No, not suing. They're asking Peacock to pull it off the streaming network because he's homophobic because he killed a gay couple in the movie. And that also
tell anybody else.
Well, that's also going to be my seat. So when we get there, I'll explain a little bit more about that story.
Okay.
That's been Dex's BS report for the week. Ty?
That was a nice tight.
Greetings, everyone. How are you today? Excuse me, don't speak during my time. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so you guys, we apologize for not dressing up like we normally do.
I don't apologize. Like, why are you apologizing? It was your idea not to dress up.
We are happy that you all decided to stick around with us for this long. We're going to finish up with this last segment and do seats. Does anyone have seats this week?
do have a
You have a lot of seats. Looks like you have a sofa behind you. You have a bench.
I do.
Piano. It's a lot of cedary over there.
So my seat is going to go to those people who are calling Michael Myers homophobic. They said that it's a gruesome murder scene where he kills a gay couple in the horror film. So they want it pulled off of the Peacock streaming network because they deem Michael Myers, the serial killer, Michael Myers, as homophobic. Michael Myers is homophobic. He's racist. He's sexist because he kills gay people, he kills black people, he kills Asian people, he kills women. Actually, maybe he don't kill that many black people because there's no. But nope, take that back. He killed Busta Rhymes, he killed Tyra Banks, and he killed LL Cool J. He's racist. Yes, he's all of the just like most good serial killers are. Like they don't really have any picks. To be very clear, and this is a spoiler for those of you who want to watch that horrible movie. The gay couple is living in Michael Myers' old house. So guess what? In order for him to cycle back to the house and look out that window like he always does, he got to kill the people who lives there. So, like, guys, please, let's just stop it. Like, enough is enough with the ridiculousness. And we're not going to, well, you could pull it off of Peacock if you want to because the movie's not good. However, let's not say that Michael Myers, the fictional serial killer, is homophobic, because you look ridiculous now. My second seed is going to go to this Alec Baldwin stuff. I am sick of hearing about it. It's very unfortunate, the situation that happened. I'm really sorry that woman lost her life. But like, what do you people want at this point? Like, we understand the situation, we feel bad about the situation, but like, you're trying to criminalize Alec Baldwin for it, and then in other situations you're praising him for it, and it's like the media is literally looking to make this a story so badly, and I can't do it anymore. I can't. And Ashley, I'm not touching the insecure AKA stuff, but I will say that I don't think we should tell people that they should or should not be upset about situations. Like, if something is deeply personal to you and you want to be upset about it, then be upset about it. I don't think we should police them, but also I don't want to hear about this past tomorrow. The episode aired Sunday. We let you go Monday. You did a little bit Tuesday. It's over with.
A little bit Tuesday. Jason, you ever see today?
Yeah, my seat's going to go to the people who decided to show up to Brooklyn at the Barclays Center and boycott on behalf of one Kyrie Irving. First of all, Kyrie never asked for any boycotting of it. He just said that, you know, he wasn't going to play. I don't understand why that constitutes a boycott. He has every opportunity to get vaccinated. He's not, you know, prohibited from getting vaccinated in any way, so he could just follow the rules and then be allowed, you know, into the arena in order to play. So people stormed the Barclays Center, demanding that the Nets, quote unquote, let Kyrie play. So despite them all being people who apparently live either in New York or in Brooklyn, or maybe somewhere bussed in, you know, by, you know, a Trump ally or something like that, just to make a stink of things.
Why did you get a Trump thing?
It happens. Yeah, it just happens, you know, every now and then. Outside of that, like, New York it's a New York City policy. Like, it has nothing to do with the Brooklyn Nets. So by you showing up to the arena, it's not going to get anything accomplished. The arena you need to be showing up to is the governor's mansion over there in Albany, New York, a completely different city. So New York City is not where you need to be. Brooklyn is not where you need to be. Bill de Blasio can't do anything in New York City. You need to take your attention over there to Albany. I'm not even sure if at this point Andrew can do anything. Is he still governor? Did he step down?
You better be careful telling people to go places and voice their grievances. The last time that happened,
I'm just saying, if you're going to go somewhere, take it to the sunny side, white people of Albany, New York, and just let them deal with your discrepancy.
Yeah,
I can guarantee you that you won't be marching up to Albany, New York. Okay.
Remember when Sweet Daddy Trump said, if you want to voice your grievances, go to the Capitol, and those people went to the Capitol, then they tried to say he tried to cause an insurrection or something. So you better be careful with that.
Is that how you're defending Trump?
That's how I'm doing it. Yes.
Okay. I was about to say anybody else, but I forgot that other guy quit this show.
The boy ain't here.
That other guy quit.
I'm just waiting for someone to walk through like your background, just be in the house with you, just to walk around. It's a really big house.
You look back at the window. There's a couple folks back there in the window trying to watch the show.
Some deer. Okay, I see him. I see JoJo back there peeking.
Yeah,
did you have a seat time? Did you do your homework?
Homework? I don't do homework. Never did.
I feel like you haven't done a seat since you took over seats.
No, I usually because usually you guys tell really long seats and then it's exhausting. So we're done now.
You guys, aka Dexter.
So like this week I just didn't bother.
Okay.
Last week after. At
least I'm here.
No, you're right. You can't complain. You cannot complain. Thank you. We appreciate it. You guys have any shout outs, anything that you want to say to the good people? Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you guys have a very good Halloween on Sunday, because it's so far away, which was my whole point. But I hope you guys, this introduces you to the spirit and gets you back into the groove of things, you know, to get your candy celebration on.
And thank you guys for
celebration, whatever you guys look for in Halloween. I'm not sure what you guys really what you look for in that holiday, but To each his own. Ty, you have anything to say? Good.
Yes, we'd like to thank all our viewers. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. You could have just said it, yeah.
No, I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, thank everybody for commenting. I'm sure we got at least everyone's comment up on the screen at least once. If we did not, send me a sternly worded email, and I will make sure that we will get your comment on next week. Please put in the hashtag please advise for future references.
When you said hashtag, it flashed back to Boosie.
I know. I was going to go there, but I said I'm not going to do it. I pivoted. That was me going down the road and pivoting at the last second. I thought about it, but I said not going to look good on film in retrospect. So for Dex and for Ty, we wish Will the best, and we will see you guys next week on Bro Talk Live. You guys have a wonderful week.